popping, never stopping. Let's do it right now, 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 now.
That's why we keep popping.
All right, welcome to the May 7th edition of Aftershocks, Two Awful Spots. I'm,
to ass.
yes, ass to ass. I am your moderator for tonight, Jonathan. With me, as per usual, my co-hosts, Jared
Hey.
and Jedediah.
Yo, what up?
Tonight, the show will have a tag team theme throughout it, where we'll discuss the state of the tag team division in WWF. That's right, WWF. That's just for you, Jed.
Yeah, there you go.
And you know the new tag teams and what might be in the future for the WWE tag team titles.
It's funny.
But
that
okay, go ahead.
no, it's funny that you mentioned that today's show is a tag team theme because today would have been the 47th birthday of one of the best tag team wrestlers of all time, and
Billy Gunn?
Owen Hart.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, it would have been his 47th birthday today.
Billy Gunn's older than Owen Hart. That's crazy. He's 48.
Yeah, but Billy Gunn sucked.
But I'm saying, like, think how long that Owen Hart was in WWE, WWF spotlight.
Yeah, okay, I'll think about that. What about it?
No, I'm just saying. It's just weird.
Are you trying to argue whether Billy Gunn or Owen Hart is a better tag team
No,
wrestler?
I'm just saying that Owen Hart was young and had been into wrestling
And
business
now
for
he
a
would have
long
been
time.
old, and at 47 today, he still would have wrestled circles around all the newer talent.
Yeah, but Owen Hart's awesome. All
Okay,
right.
but that I just wanted to make that point. Today
The big
would have been
news,
his
anybody
birthday.
who's watched Raw knows that the big news we're going to announce, Brock Lesnar has quit the WWE. And who
Oh.
announced this? Your best bud. Oh, Jed was so excited.
Heyman.
He
Oh,
was
I marked
so
out.
excited. A Weasley guy that looked like he's the assistant manager of a pawn shop came out.
I jumped up off the couch when I saw Paul Heyman come out. It's such good. I mean, his vision is so good.
Because for weeks, Jed has reported to us that the news in the rumor mill, they're churning out. The rumor mill's been churning out that Paul Heyman is, in lieu of payment, is coaching Brock on cutting promos. And I guess he had the week off the week before the pay-per-view when Brock had that real long
Rumor
drawn
mill
out.
1, and whoever's on the other side 0.
Yeah. Oh goodness. Anyway, so what was your overall thoughts of tonight's Raw?
Well, my overalls are dirty.
Well,
I need to wash those.
well, I can tell you one thing is that it's a great angle. I love it. Comes out. He reads an official statement saying that Brock Lesnar quit, and everybody knows they didn't quit. It's going to be an angle, and it's going to be a damn good one, I think. That's what I think.
So what do you think? How long do we have to wait before Brock and Triple H fight at a pay-per-view?
Ooh, Triple H, I don't know, but
Oh, come on.
I don't.
Come
I don't
on.
know if we'll see it, man. I really don't.
Then what are they going to do with Brock Lesnar?
The authority figure and
What are they going to do with Brock? Why did they break Triple H's arm?
Yeah.
Why is he going around in photo ops with his mechanical arm? He's more machine than man now.
He's like,
Maybe because he married my wife.
he's going to get in Brock Lesnar's face, and he's going to go, "Take your weapon, strike me down with it,
No.
and your journey to the
No,
dark side
the proper
will be
analogy
complete."
is Vince is the emperor.
It doesn't matter.
Right. So, yes. And
No, Vince is the emperor,
There can be only two: a master and an apprentice.
and Triple
Which
H.
one
No,
got
no,
his arm
hold on,
broken?
hold
The
on,
master
bro.
or the apprentice?
Hold on. Vince is the emperor. Triple H is Darth Vader. Shane is Luke. Stephanie's Leia. And who's Han Solo?
Yeah, and Hornswoggle's a Jawa.
What
are you trying He's like, what are you trying to pull on me here, buddy? What?
This wrestler has a bad motivator. Wah, wah. I'm the Miz. Speaking of the Miz, who did he piss off?
Man, he's been like you said, he must have pissed off somebody, right?
Yeah.
Because
he must have made fun of John Laurinaitis.
Let's explain what's going on
his
here.
voice.
Yeah.
It's obvious that either there's an angle going on where the Miz is getting the shaft literally, or
Well, there was.
or-
It was right before WrestleMania.
yeah, or
And yeah.
or he pissed somebody off, like literally pissed somebody off. In real
I
life.
understand there's a big roster and there's only so many slots for big matches at WrestleMania, but Miz is one of those guys that he can actually entertain the shit out of people.
I actually think they're going somewhere with it.
And they need to. And I was thinking, maybe tonight's the night that the Miz was going to bring down the as you called him, the Jokasaurus.
And this is where you get separated. That you separate the men from the marks. What I'm trying to say is that they're going somewhere with this.
With the Miz?
Yeah.
Nah.
There
maybe.
was nothing.
They're
They were
shooting
going
at it.
somewhere with the Miz and R-Truth and their little Occupy Wall Street
That would have
gimmick.
been nice too.
They were going somewhere with that until Triple H was like, "Oh yeah, I should have a feud with the Diesel because that'll get a big buy rate for a pay-per-view because that's what people want to see, a Kevin Nash match in 2012. Didn't want to see it in 1992.
I wanted to see it, and then I saw it, and then I was like, "Why did I see it?"
Just like you in Cabin in the Woods, huh?
I didn't like it.
Oh. So anyway, back to our tag team theme. We have a pre, like I guess this will kindle the feud. That is probably the top faces that are a tag team that they've mushed together in a tag team, being R-Truth and Kofi as the champs, versus their top heels that they've mushed together in a tag team that are the show off Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger.
Got boom.
Yeah, that's our tentative R-Truth and Kofi Kingston name.
I'm worried.
Tag team name.
I'm worried that this is going to be another one of those situations where, like a quarterback trying to confuse a cornerback, you're going to look one direction and throw the ball another, right? So what WWE tends to do sometimes is they look a direction that, if being a smart mark or somebody's watched wrestling for a while, you're like, oh, that'd be really neat if that happened, where they bring some legitimacy back to the tag team titles, have some feuds between some, even if it's two superstars that are heels against two superstars that are faces, or if it's just real tag teams, make those titles worth something. It seems like they're going that direction, but it could just be, like I said, another situation where they're going to look one way and throw the ball the other.
Well, it's looked that way for at least 6 months that they've tried to that had so many opportunities that, hey man, you could put the tag team titles here and do something with it here. You have these two guys here, do something with it here, but no, they're not doing shit with it. They don't care. They don't give a fuck.
Okay, they're doing more than they were doing last month. They're on television.
Granted that, but they still aren't.
They're
doing
on
shit.
They're on faces, and they're clearly setting up an over the limit match between the
What, we're
Vicky
gonna get
Guerrero
a-
stable.
We're gonna get a tag team match at a pay per view.
Yeah.
And they're alluding to Primo and Epico having some kind of involvement in that feud.
Maybe
With their new manager, what is his name?
AW.
His name
Is
is
his initials.
AW. Who gives a shit?
A&W root beer.
Yeah.
It's like Marks has a bite.
Hey, why don't you sign a contract with that root beer, motherfucker?
So here's all right. Jared, he has taken upon himself to become an expert in all things involving the WWE and the WWE developmental talent.
Don't talk me up too much.
In fact, he probably knows more about the talent on the WWE roster than even the WWE. In fact, he
I
should
know
be
more
the
about it-
executive vice president of talent relations. Jared.
Hello, I'm Jared, executive vice president of Sucking Some Dick.
And also the permanent manager. All right, so
Yeah, so whatever.
you got here's your tag teams, because you need to have a strong look at the like a singles title. You have when they're strong, that means you have multiple people vying for that. Like for instance, the World, right? Tonight they booked a fatal 4-way match. You got Alberto Del Rio. Hey, look, he could be the world champion. He's been WWE champion. Oh, look, you got the Sheamus. He is the current world champion. Oh, look, you got Randy Orton, who, most of the fans are like, why isn't he the world champion? He's the top face on SmackDown. And then also you got Jericho, who, first undisputed, pin Stone Cold, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, that's a strong title. They have a strong competition for that title every week. And that's what they need for the tag team. They can have both shows can be filled with tag teams vying for it.
There's so much
'Cause
talent
it's
that they could be using.
It's the only set of belts besides the Divas
The
Championship.
best looking belt at that. I mean, look at the WWE title, man. They're still using the fucking spinner belt. Come on,
got
man.
the spinners.
Come on, man. Come
Anyway,
on.
so back to our expert. The biggest expert on WWE talent that's ever existed in the entire world. He's smarter than anyone.
You faggots.
He's smarter than anyone on the internet about WWE talent. You can quiz him on anything. He'll know exactly everything you want to know. So just ask him. That's fine. Do it, because he's smarter than you. So anyway, Jared, what tag teams does the WWE have in their arsenal to build up this division and make it truly worthy of being a WWE World Tag Team title division?
Let's not talk about what they do have. Let's talk about what they don't have. And I'm going to be real quick with
I know
this.
who they don't have, a.k.a. them boys!
Yeah, them boys.
Hey, there you go, man. Good point.
If, for whatever reason, you stumbled onto this and you haven't seen one of the 27 videos that Ring of Honor or whoever has put up with a.k.a. them boys, the Briscoe brothers, cutting promos, they're amazing. It's like, you
These
remember
guys are the tag team equivalent of Stone Cold Steve Austin with a little bit of Southern hip-hop culture, right? So you take a little bit of Southern hip-hop culture, mix it with Stone Cold, and you get a medley of awesome, of non-stop hilariousness, and, if you're in Ring of Honor, you know how to wrestle, so...
And the best is, not only has the WWE looked at these guys, and
Well, of course, WWE sees everybody.
if you've heard of them, the WWE's looked at them.
They've seen them.
But they looked at them, they thought about them, and said, "Nah, I don't think so."
Well,
But
they're still in their PG era thing.
even better than that is that Jared and I, a few weeks back, were watching a video, a promo they did, and Jared, who's not Jed, mind you, Jed thinks wrestling's real.
I don't think it. I know
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Jared smartened up, right? And he's like, well, I can kind of see why these guys aren't in the WWE, because I don't think that's a gimmick. They're that good.
that good.
It's not a gimmick.
Like,
It
you watch these guys, and one of them's cutting a promo, and he's like, "You son of a bitches, we were there first, dog," right? And he's just going off and stuff, right? In the background, you got a guy loading his fucking 9mm. You know what I mean? It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, these guys are good.
They're
man.
great.
They cut good promos.
They're the
they
perfect-
reminded me of when I was a little kid and I used to go see the Sportatorium wrestling, like real legit talk. I mean, these guys were mean.
Exactly.
Just mean.
They're the perfect mix of legit feeling tough and entertainment. Like, whether it's funny that they're, Delaware rednecks, yada yada yada, and their gimmicks the same, but they can be faces and heels depending on how the crowd reacts, and that's very important. Because, like, in the WWE, Dolph Ziggler can't show up tomorrow and be a face. Like, they have to really work to turn someone like Sheamus from heel to face.
And I always forget I always have a brain fart on this, but Hunico and
Epico? No, you're talking about Unico and his bodyguard.
His bodyguard.
Yeah, they tag sometimes on Superstars.
Those guys need to be a little bit more a part of the show, and they need to bring them.
Yeah,
and
when's the
Usos
last time
out.
we've seen them? It's been like what, 3 weeks?
If you watch
maybe?
Superstars, they tear it up.
Yeah, I won't watch Superstars. I'll watch Raw, and that's enough for WWE of the week.
This is official. I, as the moderator of Ass to Ass, have declared that WWE Superstars is the best weekly WWE program. It is. It's an hour long, and you get 5 wrestling matches. How many wrestling matches did you get in 2 hours tonight?
Well,
6.
the Raw's the build up, and then we watch the pay-per-views, and that's where we get the real wrestling.
And I agree with you, Jed. They really should bring it down to one show, and then maybe a Saturday afternoon show that's not as legitimate, just matches, and that's cool because some people just like to watch matches. But to wrap this up, my conclusion about tag teams is WWE's lacking in general, and I've said this before. They need at least 6 actual tag teams.
Tag team specialists.
Tag team specialists. And I don't mean like, I don't mean like
Kofi Kingston.
No, that's a cool tag team. But
That's
outside of that,
what they need.
you need like a
that's
Smoking
like the,
Guns. You need
that's
the
like
Rockers.
the, that's
you
like the
need LOD.
penicillin. That's
Yeah,
like the
right.
that's a panacea to fix the tag. The tag team titles, the tag team division is in a coma.
So what we got?
right?
Yeah, you need
And they gotta
evolution.
you
need
gotta
LOD.
shot it with the adrenaline.
What, they only got 2 real actual tag teams right now?
They
Can I
got
think of?
3
3?
because there's
Hunico and his bodyguard, and they
Well,
come out as a
no,
tag team.
yeah,
Hunico,
yeah.
Epico.
that's more singles. I'm saying
No,
they
Primo
have
and
3.
Epico.
Oh, Primo.
Primo and Epico, the Usos,
The
Yeah, the
Usos.
and then we have what's the SmackDown team that they keep complaining Teddy Long didn't sign? 2 black guys.
You talking about JTG and Shad? Or
No.
not
These
that.
are newer guys.
Yeah, I was
they
about
were
to say,
NXT
Shad's
guys.
not in there anymore.
They're good, but they're a SmackDown team. So like if they came out on Raw, people wouldn't even know who they were.
All right, just like a song on the radio, you hear it enough, it gets stuck in your head. We don't hear enough about these other guys. They're not on the shows enough. They do not get stuck in my head. This needs to happen more. And like I said, we need at least 6 legit tag team specialized teams.
So what you got? Okay, say you have
So that
Kofi and R-Truth become tag team specialists just by default. They're the champions.
Okay.
You have Dolph Ziggler and Swagger just by
Right.
default because they don't have anything to do with them because the belts are on Santino, the belts are on Cody Rhodes, and they're not really viable main event singles. So you got them. That's 2, and that's your face and heel, main face and heel. And then who else you got? You got
What happened?
you got the Puerto Ricans.
Yeah.
You
Did
got
they
the
drop
Vatos
Khali Big
Locos.
Show? The best tag
Shut
team
the
of-
hell up! Shut the fuck up, you motherfucker!
You so great, Khali.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Fuck Ali, take a fucking bump.
fucking God.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Hey man, we didn't see him on Raw tonight.
thank God.
I'm
Did,
sorry.
did they smarten up or what?
No, he's sorry. I'm sorry.
He was probably too enthralled with Kevin Nash's nipples. Anyway, so fuck you and your great colleague. You got the Bam Bam Bam. You got Epico, Unico. You got the Vatos Locos guy with or Primo and Epico, and then you got Unico. Man, that's a lot of Icos.
Yeah, yeah. You got that Mexico. You got the cross the border Ico.
You got the Taco Bell.
Ico.
Landsman Ico.
Anyway, so yeah, we just need one more. You just need one, like
At
a face.
least.
You need a face tag team.
And then you need an actual legit, like, and this is the other thing. Outside of tag teams in general, they need somewhat of a loose ranking system. You don't necessarily need to rank everybody from top to bottom, but there needs to be people they put in the top 5, and they need to broadcast it. They need to be like, here's the polls for so-and-so based off of fan voting and based off of wins.
So it's a BCS.
Well, here's where I stand at.
It needs to be like a BCS for wrestling to legitimize it.
I think WWE dropped the ball on the face tag team because they had Tyson Kidd and David Hart Smith. So you have British Bulldog's son, and then whoever the fuck Tyson Kidd is in the fucking family, which he's a fucking great wrestler.
What are you talking about?
They dropped the ball on this about a year ago.
What did they drop the ball on?
The
On
new
having
Hart
them
Foundation,
as-
Hart Legacy
on the
or
Hart
whatever.
Dynasty.
Dynasty.
Went in a different direction.
No,
No, he's still talking about
What are you
WWE.
talking
No,
We're
we're
not-
talking
we're
about
not
being a
worried-
face. About being a face.
We're
tag
not
team.
worried
What
about
the-
WWE's past mistakes.
We're talking about
We're
now,
talking about the future because you
we're
can't
talk-
undo. You can't undo the stupid ass
Yes,
shit WWE's done.
Yes, you can. You
Like-
can hire David
like-
Hart Smith back
like
and
giving.
put him in a tag team with Tyson Kidd and have Natalia there with him.
Yeah, but if they liked him, they'd keep him around.
Well, I like
Even
him,
if they
so
didn't
fuck
have
them.
anything to do with him, they'd keep him.
So what I'm trying to get at is sometimes somebody gets a shot at the title, and it's purely based off of a feud. That's fine because you could have like your suit come out and say I think you deserve the shot, and if you really want this match, you can have it. But also at the same time, what this will do is you have your rank 5 and rank 4 guy on Raw. They have a battle against each other, and like, oh, you took that guy's rank, and now you get to fight number 3. And when pay-per-views come around, if they don't have a feud, they can just put good wrestlers in. And also because they allow the fan voting and based off of reactions, people that are analysts that can watch that, they can tell who needs to be on that top 5 and just keep it rolling. It brings a little bit of legitimacy so that you don't have some girl that comes back after being gone for whatever reason and win the Divas title for no fucking reason. Makes no sense.
Yeah, why?
She got her shot and she took it.
Yeah.
I like
About your ranking before we go on a tirade about the Divas Championship. About
There's
your
no
ranking
reason to
system.
talk about it.
About your ranking system, it's genius. and especially to ease the viewer into something that's a legitimate ranking system, because it's really not. It still worked, but it'd be the ranking system. Like, the number 4 and 5 guys aren't going to be like, oh, they're trending now on Twitter. That's why. It's like, we want these guys.
What is this work you speak of?
Oh, shut the fuck up. Anyway, you have...
Did you take your pills?
Me? Oh, him? I took his pills. He took my pills.
Snorted them.
Those were pills. I stuck them up my ass. Anyway, you can ease the viewer into the ranking system with just a tag team division. To kind of legitimize a tag team division, which is lacking the most. Like, when's the last time a tag team match tore the house down? When's the last time a tag team match main event to pay-per-view?
When's the last time they had a legit tag team match ever?
I mean, really, I can't think of the last time a tag team was actually legitimate. When was the last time a tag team was legitimate?
I try to go back and watch old Raws and old WCWs from whatever year it happens to be that I just happened to click on, January the 1st to 1996, right? I happen to watch that, and I'm watching Billy Gunn and Bart Gunn in the ring. I'm watching just good wrestling, like just
it's
well
like,
put together
back then,
matches.
especially, like, everyone was a tag team.
Yeah,
and then, like, it was like tag team match, a singles match, which was 2 tag teams that turned into a brawl, and then guess what? You had 1 or 2 singles matches.
So the last one was really the New Age Outlaws.
The Dudley Boys.
Oh, Dudleys.
The Dudley Boys.
Dudleys. Okay, yeah, Dudleys.
Were the last great tag team in wrestling, and they are the greatest tag team that's ever existed in
Legion
wrestling.
of Doom. Sorry, I disagree.
And so does, but except Legion of Doom doesn't, because they say the Dudleys are. So
Hawk didn't say it because Hawk was dead, so that doesn't count.
Well, the Dudleys aren't dead.
Well, guess what? They can't speak for themselves. You can't vote for yourself.
Anyway, but no. The later Attitude Era, the tag teams were great. You had Edge and Christian, the Hardys, the Dudleys. Those 3 teams, like, can you remember another team? No, those three teams epitomized tag team competition.
They may have just spoiled it for
everyone
everyone for a decade. That may be what happened too.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's just, if you're gonna
set the bar,
if
you
you're
have to
gonna
wait for everyone.
Chainsaw Charlie.
If you're gonna powerbomb somebody on the
Molly.
apron in the first minute of a match, how are you gonna finish it?
Sometimes giving people time to forget history makes it better.
Especially WWE.
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff you want to forget.
But it's been a decade.
It's true.
How long do you need to forget?
Apparently, even longer.
Shit, we're almost dead now. New fans don't even know half the wrestlers we speak of.
Yeah, my ass is on retirement. I got 7 different medications. I mix them up. I don't know
Your
where
pants
my car
are pulled up
keys
to your
are.
nipples.
Like, every time you see a sign on the side of the highway that says missing elderly, they're talking about me.
Dude, all those elderly people are totally at Windstar.
Yeah,
I don't know what they're worried about.
Yeah, it's a link. Yeah, the fucking parking lot's full of Lincolns.
Oh, another thing that is on the rumor mill, but it's always been on the rumor mill.
Is this an official rumor mill?
Time to clock in at the rumor mill.
Sting has been added
Oh,
to the WWE.
this isn't a rumor mill? I told you this.
That's a rumor, right?
Did you even verify this? I could just have pulled that out of my ass.
Okay, well then fuck that. Scratch that.
No,
then.
well, he
here's
was-
another.
he's on
Here's
it.
another. Give me my position.
Give me
Give
some
me
more.
Okay, Goldust. Goldust is apparently taken off of the Raw roster and putting on the alumni section of WWE's website. And so
That's a current roster
So are they
change.
Are they?
Jared, expert on WWE roster. Is this true?
When did you find this information out?
Today?
Okay, I've not checked the roster as of today.
Oh no! You're not the expert that
I check the
reported
roster
you
on
to be.
Tuesdays. That way, when Sunday and Monday roll around, I'm way behind.
Well, I mean, he was
On
only a
purpose.
producer. Like, he's just a road agent, a producer. You know, it's like really the only way to verify it is next time you see a guy sweeping in the back, is Goldust talking to him.
Yeah, that's gonna be Dustin.
Yeah, so
It's not just a clever name. He's Dustin.
the only thing I can assume is that
Oh man,
They moved him over to that side of the roster because really they don't plan on actually using him in a main storyline or anything.
And
Yeah,
apparently they
no
don't.
Silver Dust angle. No, the Dust Brothers.
Yeah.
There's a tag team for you.
Well, that
It's
pisses me off.
ingenious. You got Goldust, and then you got his younger brother, Silver Dust, played by Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, and he rides in on his back. They look all like they want each other.
What?
Yeah, they do
So
like,
bad,
They do like
bro.
an incestual S&M angle.
What do you call that?
That's
What do you call
that's
that
a
other
PG
goal?
era. You'll know.
What do you call that? Fake goals? What is that?
What
Fool's Gold?
Yeah, fool's gold. It's Goldust and fool's Goldust.
That'd be like a retarded Goldust. He's like, shattered dreams.
It's like the Bizarro. It's like they opened another dimension and out came Bizarro Goldust.
Oh, now
That's
we
the
know
guy
Maya
for 300.
Marlena's there. She's there to wipe the drool off of his chin.
Yeah, whatever that means.
Oh, the Silver Dust. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
No, but I was really excited to, in my own mind, to see a Goldust versus Dustin. So
If it does
or
happen,
Dusty, whatever.
it came from this guy.
Yeah, we put it out there. It's like the secret. You put it on your board and will the universe to create it. Oh, it's so bad. So I think that's that wraps up our tag team conversation. Do we want to get into the divas?
No,
The
it's
plight.
No,
I don't think
there's
it's
no
important.
reason to. They're not doing anything with it, man.
It's not that important.
Why does Layla have the title? Why?
It all was said right there. That's all. Other than that, I think they're doing fine, really.
Apparently
actually.
the Bellas are gone. I mean, what are they doing? We don't know. Who cares? Bring back Karma and squash all the little blonde bimbo bitches.
You have a thing for fat girls. It's whatever.
Black fat ones.
Well, let's get back to the Miz. Most importantly, his match he had tonight with the Funkasaurus. This is the second week in a row that someone got a little bit of offense over the Funkasaurus.
Yeah, was it last week with Ziggler? You said, right?
Yep. So what's this building up to? Who do you
Big
see?
sexy Kevin Nash beating
Well,
him.
Shut the fuck up.
It's got to be a pay-per-view match, and they're obviously probably going to put the Source over somebody on the pay-per-view match, but they're going to actually make it a legit match. So who's it going to
Well,
be?
I thought that they
I
were
don't
gonna.
know.
I thought they were teasing a Jack Swagger and Funkasaurus, but they found something to do with them. It's the tag team.
I wouldn't have minded actually seeing Dolph Ziggler and Funkasaurus because
Well, they had that match.
Well, no, they need a feud, not just one match. Like actual feud, like matches that go the wrong way, matches that are cheating, all that stuff. Long steady feud, double pay-per-view action.
Double pay-per-view.
Yeah, one pay-per-view you do this match, and then something goes the wrong way, and then you get it going.
What's
like
this,
a real
CM
feud.
Punk and Jericho?
I think they
No.
need to do something else with Ziggler and Source, because I think Ziggler can put over anybody. I mean,
Yeah, but
if
you
they're
don't
gonna,
need to put over. You don't need to put over Funkasaurus.
I understand,
you need
but
You need
you're
to elevate Funkasaurus to be a legitimate competitor.
Right.
Like what you were complaining about earlier. You're like, oh, God, somebody needs to beat him. I don't care if he loses. I just want it to not be a squash match.
Well,
If he just wins
but
and
at
wins and
a
wins, it's
pay-per-view,
pointless. It's like Undertaker WrestleMania. It's
Well,
but at a
pointless.
pay-per-view, it wouldn't
look,
be a
you
squash
heard
match.
it- you heard
You're
it
giving
here.
them 30 minutes of time or an hour of time, whatever.
You think Funkasaurus can wrestle for 30
No, I
minutes?
don't. But
I mean,
but that's my point. Is like you give them an actual legit match, win, lose, or draw. Ziggler can put it on a good match.
listen. You heard it here first on Aftershocks to Awful Spots. If you want to find out where the Brodus Clay, where Funkasaurus' career is
Who's
going,
next?
Who
Oh
is
my
next?
God!
Who is next? If you want to find out, call his mom.
Don't call it too late though. She's
Don't call
sleeping.
too late. She's sleeping.
I can't believe I paid attention to that.
I got
That's
you
so
all to shut up for
stupid.
that. That's the funny part.
The funny part is you weren't aborted.
Anyway, I
That is
don't
funny.
think we got much more to talk about this week.
No, wait. What are you talking about?
Okay, fuck it. Let's go. What
We got one more thing. It started the show. The via satellite, Cena and John Laurinaitis building up their big match for the pay-per-view. The thing that's going to sell the pay-per-view. I might point out that this is the third pay-per-view in a row that Cena versus blank was the pay-per-view, which is what sold the pay-per-view. You had the Cena versus Rock, WrestleMania.
I've never seen that blank wrestle before.
You can say what you want about
You had
Cena,
Cena
but
versus Lesnar.
he's money.
And almost immediately, the next night, John Cena.
Cena.
He's
Oh,
cash money.
Yeah,
He
I
is
love,
money
I
in
love
the-
that
in your
scene.
pocket.
The next night, you're like, oh, what are we going to do with Cena now? Versus John Laurinaitis. Which is, it's not Brock Lesnar, it's not The Rock. But the crowd hates John Laurinaitis.
Here's the thing about John Laurinaitis. He's not that much older or younger than Shawn Michaels, and he's probably not as beat up as Shawn Michaels. He'll probably actually come out and do a decent match.
Laurinaitis?
I'm not saying it's going to be the best match in the world.
Don't compare the two, man.
Listen,
Don't compare
I'm
the
not
two.
comparing him to Shawn Michaels.
You heard it here first.
I am not
Jared
comparing...
thinks that Laurinaitis is better than Shawn Michaels.
Oh,
No.
Jesus.
Don't get me wrong. All I'm saying is age-wise, as being a trained
Yeah.
professional wrestler, he's not going to come out and be like a no-bump-taking piece of shit. He's going to come out there and he's going to take moves from John Cena. They're actually going to put on a wrestling match. So before you get angry that some suit is going to be occupying the main event, I'd just say hold on and don't be surprised if he's going to throw it all out there.
Laurinaitis has wrestling roots for a long time, but he has not been in the ring as a wrestler in a long time. I mean, shit, Animal is his brother. The freaking Road Warrior Animal is his brother.
What, do you follow him around? How do you know he doesn't get in the ring?
Because he doesn't. You can tell. You saw his flabby arms, 2 months ago when his cut-off shirt was in the ring? He don't lift no weights. He don't move around. That motherfucker sits behind a desk, sits behind a microphone. That's all he does.
Well, the people are going to tune in to see Cena beat up Laurinaitis.
I'm excited about that.
But they're probably going to get Brock Lesnar beat up Cena again.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I think at first, though, you're going to get to see
Heyman
some
gonna come out?
Laurinaitis taking some bumps, Laurinaitis getting a lot of pops because he's getting hurt. And I think they know that. They know if they see Laurinaitis, get a woodshed beating, then, it's going to be one of those
I think
one of
all
those crowd
that.
pops.
I think all that is written in stone, pretty much. But are we gonna see Heyman again?
Who fucking cares?
I love Heyman.
Oh, here's
Why?
Jed. Here's Jed. Oh, I want my Heyman. I want to wrap my hands around
I
your
want to
bald
stick
head.
my penis in that Heyman.
Oh, Heyman.
What's so great about Paul Heyman?
Hey, open up your Heyman hole.
Jed, give me 3 things that makes Heyman good.
Whoa.
Did you miss him?
Did you get that?
Did you miss
Nope.
him?
You'll have to repeat it.
You
He's
miss him?
a genius. The dude is a wrestling genius.
Number 2?
He's like Vince McMahon and him are the same dude, except Vince
he's
McMahon.
not quite-
We said name 3 good things.
He's
about
not
him.
quite the businessman that Vince McMahon is.
Well, he's living pretty large for himself, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, except Vince McMahon never accidentally put his promotion out of business.
No, he sold his promotion to him.
ECW went bankrupt
Okay, but he sold it to him.
after like a year of not paying the wrestlers because they couldn't afford it.
Why would you pay people? Why would you just not keep all the money
'Cause
for
they're-
yourself?
Yeah, why would you
They're
pay the
hitting each
Sandman?
other with barbed wire baseball
It's
bats.
like, hey, Sandman, we got another case of Milwaukee's best for you.
I can name him
Hey,
another.
here's a non-broken Kimpo stick. Let's go.
So he's a wrestling genius, which is, he's smart about wrestling. I wouldn't say he's a wrestling genius.
Oh, he
He's
is.
not Jim
He's one of the better minds in the whole business, and we all know that.
I'll say this: wrestling has been missing some good, charismatic management, so I'm glad he's back for that reason. But like Jonathan said, yeah, he's no Jim Cornette, but at the same time, have fun keeping Jim Cornette in WWE and keeping him happy because that guy's he's a pissy little fuckwat.
He's a diva.
He's a diva.
Is Jim Cornette
he needs
a
a
diva?
Snickers.
He needs the Snickers.
He needs a Snickers, man. That guy, I love him to death, and everything he says is fucking hilarious. But man, that guy is all the time just whining about shit.
Well, when you see a whole bunch of shit and you got a mouth on you, you're gonna say something about it. That's all I can say about Jim Cornette.
See,
But I love him for it.
Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, ain't got nothing on Jimmy Cornette.
He's got a fucking bullhorn on him. He's got a bullhorn on him, baby. He's gonna get Hulk Hogan on you. Woo! All right, so we got
Oh, with that, let's get the fuck out of here.
We're gonna wrap it up for you tonight. Hope
to
everyone
ass.
enjoys the rest of their week, and they enjoy it as
Who's
always.
the wrestler of the week?
The wrestler of the week. We
No,
have
the
that?
rest of the week, not the wrestler of the week.
Oh, we should have a wrestler of the week.
Okay, right now, bam! Who's your wrestler of the week, Jed?
Vader.
Hell yeah, Vader.
Every week.
What about you, Jared?
Vader.
I'm gonna pick the juicer, Art Bar, baby. Do it for Eddie. All right, so we hope that you enjoy the rest of your week, and as always,
We have another wrestler of the week. Oh, it's Owen and Goldust.
and as always, enjoy it, ass
The
to
Dust
ass.
Brothers. Ass to ass. We be out.